don't focus on creating content until your agency is making $10,000 a month. This is what I see many agency owners, especially technical founders, are making wrong. They're starting to create content. Either it's LinkedIn, YouTube, sometimes Instagram, sometimes they even run ads, and they think that this is what will help them. But in reality, this is not. And this is what I did myself wrong, and this is what many software engineers, agency owners are doing wrong these days. And this video I will explain why you should be running outbound instead. What are the benefits of running outbound in comparison with content, and what is a good time when you can actually start focusing on creating content and not just running outbound. So the first reason why you shouldn't run content and why you should be doing outbound is because this is basically the fastest way to connect with your potential clients, because you are still not having any tested, verified offer. Basically, you need to go and talk to as many people as possible in the quickest time as possible, and you don't have the offer which is verified. You don't know if people are actually interested in this or not. So whenever you talk to your potential clients directly, you can actually understand what are their concerns. You can see the metrics. You can see what are the messages that you're sending. Let's say you send some message, or maybe you called and your script looked like whatever version A, and then you understood that, okay, you got a rejection. Then you made like 100 more cold calls, and you understood that, okay, at this point, whenever I'm about like to pitch them, they're rejecting me. So probably I should change my version 1 into version 2, and this is the thing that I should change. For example, I changed like my objection for one specific case. This is exactly what I'm doing with my own outbound system as well. Well, with content, you cannot do this stuff. You cannot just see, okay, I got like less views, maybe it's because of that, but all videos are completely different. The offer is what stays the same, but videos content, it's not like predictable. You can create one post that will go viral, that will make like some good inbound leads, but the next one may be completely different. So it's not predictable, it's not constant, and this is what is different in outbound, because in outbound, if you created one structure, it will work probably forever for you. If at least if you tested it for at least like 100, 300, 500, at least 1,000, maybe even better people, and it worked for them. If you got some metrics, for example, like 4% booking rate from like whatever 100 messages sent, then it's okay, somewhat tested. But if this is content, this cannot be tested. So you are basically allowing yourself to not just test your attraction skills, but also your offer, because even if you do get something like some interest from potential clients, whenever they go, for example, to your website or somewhere else, they still need to chat with you, because you cannot sell them most likely just through the content. You cannot make them say, or make them like pay you for your services like from the website without interacting with you. You will still have to interact, so they'll have to go and talk with you, but it will be less predictable, and you will not be controlling this process yourself. So you will not know what exactly were their thoughts, where exactly did they come from, and you will still have to like do a lot of guessing basically. And those are the benefits that you can get from outreach. No matter if you do cold calling, if you do DM on LinkedIn, DM on Instagram, DM on Facebook, whatever, and even cold emailing. All of those works, and you get results much more quicker. You are able to test all of this, and this is the beauty of outreach, because it's all stable, that you got the system that is working and will be working for you for a while, not just like with content. You got one video that is working and then it's not working. But what is actually a good time to actually start putting out content? I do it myself right now, as you can see. And I'm not like at huge income with my business, but I do this only about 20% of my time. 80% of my time is going into outreach, and this is what you can approximately do as well. But I'm even considering to spend even more time on outreach, because I understand this is not the highest priority for me to create content. But the way I create content right now is basically just talking to the camera for like 15-20 minutes. I don't spend a lot of time on this. I just provide some value. I understand that by doing this, I'll also get some benefits from my outbound system, because my prospects will be able to go to those videos and see that I'm providing some valuable information, and they'll be able to build more trust with me, and it will also help me. And the same applies to LinkedIn posts that I'm making. You can also connect with me on LinkedIn. I'm also like chatting with AI agency owners, just agency owners, and help them with lead generation and post a lot of valuable information there about sales pipeline, client acquisition as well. So you can go and check it out there, or you can also DM me and I'll look at what your case is exactly right now and we can chat with you about what you can do next to improve your current process. Yeah, so I think that it can benefit me a little bit, but I don't spend too much time. I spend around like 1 hour in the morning to create 2 posts per day on LinkedIn, and around maybe maybe even less than an hour on this video YouTube per day. And the rest of about like 8 to 9 hours goes towards cold outreach, or at least learning about how to do cold outreach and basically improving in this, because I know this is the quickest way for me to get leads, to get results, and to get more tests of my offer. And then once my offer is tested, once my offer is validated, then I can go and be sure to create valuable content. Because right now, whenever I don't have like too many clients, I can not understand what exactly their problems are. But once I do have more clients, I'm able to get more different informations, different perspectives on whatever is the problems that I'm trying to help them solve. Because right now I solved it for myself, I solved it for a few of my clients, and I don't have too much data basically. But once I did solve it for many clients, once I did the same offer for the same pretty much person, then I will understand that the same applies to like 30,000 and even more people. And I will be able to create content specifically for those people, because I will know that this is exactly what their problems are. They're the same. So I can go and start creating content about this. And also, it applies to the moment whenever you are already able to delegate your outbound work, because once you're at like 10, ideally even $20,000 and more, you can delegate your outbound, and at that time you can focus on more like asymmetric leverages, meaning that you are spending, for example, 20 minutes of your time, and it may potentially get you 1,000 leads, like a YouTube video, for example. But with outreach, it's not working the same way. And this is why you should be focusing on outreach first, because you are not even sure that your values, that your information, that the problem that you're trying to fix is valuable enough, and that there is actually enough people interested in solving this. So the content that you will put out may not be valuable, and it basically may be a waste of time. And I totally understand that this is the case for me as well. But as I already said, I'm not putting too much time into this. I'm putting more time into outreach. And once I do outreach, I talk with more prospects, I talk with clients, my own clients who are already onboarded with me, and I better understand the problems. And then from there, I'm able to go and post the content which is specifically for my ICP. And also there is a thing that I also made a switch recently a little bit. So I was targeting tech founders. Now I decided to target more like agency founders, which is like pretty similar, but a little bit different. So it's kind of hard to do this kind of switch with content. So when you're switching into this, you need to like completely change your basically audience. But when it comes to outreach, you can do this switch like every week, and nobody cares pretty much, because you're just random person, you're the person who's they've never seen, and you can position yourself the way you want. And this is also a huge benefit, because in the beginning you will not be able to pick the perfect niche right away. You'll not pick like the best like positioning right away. So you will have to do those switches. You will change your offer, you will change your pitch. So once you validated all of those things based on like cold outreach, then you can actually go and start creating content, and it will be working much better in comparison with how it would work in the beginning if you would start with content right away. So you don't need to waste your time on content, and this is what I see many AI agency owners and overall agency owners do. As you can see, I'm not I'm sometimes forgetting what my positioning is. So the reason why they're posting content is because posting content is much easier than sending like cold DMs, cold emails, or even cold calling. All this is hard, and we're just trying to pick the easiest options. But unfortunately, this is not how the business works. This is a hard path that we selected for ourselves, so we should pursue it if we really want to get the results there. And if you do also want to get the results there, you can connect with me on LinkedIn. Let me know that you're coming from this video, and I'll chat with you and I'll give you the next steps that you can do in your current case so that you can grow your business. And I'll see you in my LinkedIn or somewhere, for example, in this video. I'll see you there.